Namaste and welcome to our throat chakra asana practice today. So if you've listened to the introduction, you already know a little bit about it. We're working with this area of the throat, just the collarbones up to the ears, including the sound we take in and how we communicate and the vibrations that affect all the cells in our body. So through this practice today, we're going to be working to expand and energize the qualities of the throat chakra by using chants, by actually using the vibration of our own voice. And so we're going to start really briefly connecting with our breath using the chant So Hum. And so Hum represents wisdom and the unity of all. And so what we're going to do is we're going to silently say so on the inhum, silently say so on the inhale, and hum on the exhale. So we'll do one round just silently, and then we'll start with the hum out loud. So you can close your eyes if you wish. Take an inhale, so, and exhale, hum. Now the next one we'll actually say the hum. Inhale, so, hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, so. And exhale, hum. And now just connect with your deep belly breath for a few rounds of breath here. And maybe feeling that resonance of that vibration in your throat and in your chest area from that little mini chant that we just did. And then we're going to lie down on our back. Actually, before we lie down, there's another chant that we're going to use in our practice. I'll tell you it now, and then I'll remind you again later. And it is Om Jyotir Atma. And I will prompt you on it. But that particular chant means I open to the light that is my higher self. And it really helps to elicit joy. It helps us to control our breath when we're using it in our asana practice. So it's almost like pranayama with our mantra. And it really creates that nice resonance and vibration in the area of the throat that we're working with. So we're going to lie down. I don't know if I've got myself cut off here. No, you can still see me. With knees bent. And as we inhale, silently say so to yourself. And as you exhale, hum, and the arms come back down to your side. So the inhale, we reach overhead, extend the arms above our head. And the exhale, we return them to their spot with hum on our exhale. So this is forcing us to control the length of our breath. You can straighten your legs now. Inhale, reach overhead, so. Exhale, return to start, hum, so, hum. Let's do one more just like this. So, on your inhale, and now out loud, hum. Now bend the knees, soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to add one more chant, which is just Om. Really simple. We all know this one. So we'll inhale into bridge pose this time, reaching our arms overhead on the inhale. So inhale, rise into your bridge, reach. And then we'll exhale, Om. Om. Let's do this a few more times, letting your chant and your arms move to the same rhythm. Om. Keep moving in and out of bridge pose. Reaching the arms overhead as you inhale into bridge. Om. As you exhale down, out of bridge. Let's do one more round like that. Inhaling into bridge. And then we'll roll to our side, come up onto hands and knees. Come up onto a seat. And we're going to do, it's kind of like cat-cow, but we're really focusing on our throat here. And maybe I'll turn to the side for this. So as we inhale, we're going to begin to draw the heart forward and open the throat by looking up. And as we exhale, drop the chin and lean back and let the spine curl, holding onto your knees. So let's continue like this. Inhale, open the throat. As you look up and lift the heart. Exhale, release the chin towards the chest as you lean back. So this action of the chin, we keep moving with your breath, and I'll keep talking, is as we lean back and drop the chin, this is something called Jaladhara Bandha. We're moving our chin into that position. And bandhas are locks meant to contain energy. And so we're going to be doing this in several different postures in our practice. This is our last one. As you exhale back, just bringing awareness to the throat as the chin drops. And then coming up, coming on to hands and knees, where we're going to continue with cat-cow. And again, bring your awareness, your focus into the throat area and notice how the throat opens here. And then as you exhale into your cat pose, drawing your chin towards your chest as you gaze towards your navel center. And then inhale, we open the throat once again. And so this acts like stimulation for the thyroid, like a sponge that you squeeze and release. And as you release, it allows the blood flow. And we're warming up our neck just a little bit. So keep moving with that movement. One more round. Excuse me. And then as you come back up, pause in your tabletop. And I might be too close to I'll have to just turn. I'm a little too close to the fireplace. Maybe I'll just move over here. So we're going to start by shoulder thread the needle. So starting with the right hand, inhale, reach that right hand up to the sky. And as we exhale, thread that arm through and under. Hopefully I don't completely disappear here. I'll try it here. So you're sliding that right hand away from you, bringing some stretch into the back body, but also through the collarbones. And now let's inhale, come back up, and exhale, extend. Inhale up, we look up, follow that hand, and exhale, turn the head, follow that hand into our thread the needle. And then inhale, come up, back into your tabletop. We're doing our second side. Inhale, excuse me, left arm up. My throat chakra needs some attending. Exhale, slide it through. And reach those left fingers away from you as your ear and shoulder and the side of the head come down to the mat. Now let's move dynamically, using your inhale breath to rise up. And exhale, thread it through. Inhale, rise up. Look up and follow with your gaze. Follow the hand with your gaze as you slide it through. And then inhale, come back. Taking a moment here. And let's come into cow pose, inhaling, opening the throat, and as we exhale, curl your toes under, come into downward facing dog. And you can walk your dog out here, and then we're going to bring our awareness back to the throat. So as we inhale, coming forward to plank, notice how the throat opens slightly. And then as we exhale back into downward facing dog, shift your gaze towards either between your legs or towards your belly button. And notice how the chin gently comes towards the chest. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, back, shifting the gaze towards the belly button. Inhale, forward plank, last one. Exhale, back. Shift your gaze, your drifty, towards the belly button. This time as we inhale forward to plank, we're going to lower all the way down to our mat. And you might do it knees, chin, chest. You might lower through chaturanga, whatever is right for you. But we're going to lower down. And then extend each leg long. And extend your arms long. I'm not going to lay down completely because I squash my microphone when I do. But you're going to place your forehead down on the mat. And we're going to work with some back bends here. So with forehead down, your chin is slightly tucked. The back of the neck is long. As you inhale, lengthen your left arm and your right leg. And as you exhale, press up. Lift the head, the chest, and both that arm and leg. Left arm, right leg. Stay here. As you inhale, stay for the exhale. Take one more inhale, lifted. Let your exhale bring you back down. Let your head, your forehead rest down. Now let's extend right arm, left leg on your inhale. Use your exhale to lift head, chest, arm, and leg high. Stay for the inhale. Stay for the exhale. Stay for one more inhale and let the exhale bring you back down to earth. Now we're going to stay here for one more round of cobra variations. I have to move just a little bit because I'm going to hit my fireplace with my elbows. So we're going to do the first one with hands down to start, and you can continue with that variation or you can lift the hands. But the first one, we'll do it hands down. So again, you start with your forehead down, and then as you inhale, lift your head, your chest, maybe lift your hands or keep the palms down as you begin to slide them closer, bending the elbows, and then lift the hands, lift the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Your hands might be down on the floor. Or if you wish, you can try arms lifted. So arms and legs are both lifted. And as you exhale, draw the elbows back, lift a little bit higher. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, reach, either hands are up or palms on the floor. Exhale, bend the elbows. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it back, release down, press up and back, child's pose. So as you come into your child's pose, again noticing how the chin comes in slightly as you let your forehead rest down, taking a few moments of silence here, taking a few moments for stillness in your child's pose. And then inhale to rise up, exhale back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart. And open the front of the throat slightly, but keeping the back of the neck still long. Hands might be on your shins here. And then exhale, fold. Draw your belly in, maybe bending your knees a little bit, and draw the chin in slightly. Press into the earth. Rise up. And draw into your heart center. Take a breath in mountain pose. We're just going to go through a round of sun salutations. Rather than reaching wide, I'm going to be reaching forward, just because I'm really close to my fireplace here. trying out this new space. So let's inhale, reach up to the sky, intertwine your fingers, press the palms up, look up, and invite a little back bend. We're opening the throat here. As we exhale, folding forward, either arms wide or through center, and let your arms continue to rise up behind you, maybe intertwining your fingers or placing the hands on the back of the sacrum. And letting the chin drop towards the chest, maybe having your knees slightly bent. And then inhale, release the hands if you've intertwined. Lift the heart halfway, open the throat. Exhale, place your hands down, step your right foot back. Whew. And drop the back knee. Let's inhale, slowly opening the throat as we lift the chin, reaching the arms wide and high. And exhale, hands come back down, lift the back knee, step back, plank pose, and your plank might have knees down. The exhale, we lower all the way down, uncurl the toes, lengthen, rise up, open the throat. Exhale, release down, press up and back, downward facing dog. You might go through child's pose on the way back. Inhale, right leg floats up to the sky. Exhale, step it up between your hands. Now if you need help, you can step it wide. You can have your hands on blocks, and you can use that right hand to help it get up there. But we're coming into our lunge on our second side. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, reach up, open the throat. Exhale, the hands come down. Lift the back knee. Step it forward on your exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. As we exhale and fold, either bring your hands to the back of your sacrum or intertwine your fingers once again to open the heart. Drop your chin towards your chest. Now we begin to inhale and rise, and releasing your hands as you come up, reaching up to the sky, opening the throat, press the palms up to the sky, mini back bend, and exhale, release the hands down. Take a breath in your mountain pose, just a moment to a present moment awareness, just to notice what's going on in the body. And then we're simply going to step back with our right foot for warrior two. So opening that foot up, bending into the front knee, pressing that front thigh down, and extending both arms, looking over your front finger. So you should be working with your Ujjayi breath, that restriction in the back of the throat through this whole practice, which I should have said in the beginning. But most of you that have been practicing for a while know that we always use our Ujjayi breath, but bring your focus back to it in case you've lost it. We're going to move into peaceful warrior. So as we inhale, let the gaze follow the hand, opening the throat as we reach up. And now as we exhale, we're going to come into side angle. So I'm going to show elbow to the knee, but you might have your fingertips to the floor here. My back arm is going to start by reaching up and then bend at the elbow to support the skull. So my fingers are just holding the back of my skull. And then I'm going to lean back into my hand. So we're opening the chest. I'm opening the throat and lift up through the elbow. So we're really lengthening through the side body at the same time. And when you feel like you've found your final extended destination, leaning back into your hand, release the hand and reach it overhead, keeping the throat open. One more breath here. And then let's inhale, reach up, press that leg straight, turn both toes to the long side of your mat here. If you're able, you might intertwine your fingers behind your back, You might just grab opposite elbows or press your fists into one another behind your back, which really helps to strengthen the shoulders as we're opening. Take an inhale, lift the heart, open the throat, and as we exhale, we fold forward. Let your chin drop towards your chest here. And then let's slowly inhale halfway so that your torso comes level to the floor. Stay here for your exhale and then inhale all the rest of the way up. Let's turn the right toes to the other end of your mat. Same thing, starting with warrior two, press that front thigh down. Get it as close to parallel to the floor as you can. I've got the line of my fireplace here. You can see how far I am away from being parallel. But it doesn't matter. We're moving in that direction, even if your thigh doesn't come completely parallel. Extend the arms, warrior two, look over your front fingers, pressing down through both feet. And as you turn to look over your front fingers, bring your awareness to the throat center and all the muscles in the neck. Let's prepare for warrior, a peaceful warrior. So flip that front palm, inhale, reach it up into your peaceful warrior. Let your gaze follow that hand. The throat is opening here. And one more round of breath, using this exhale to move into side angle. So again, you can have your hand on the floor, on a block. I'm going to keep my elbow on my knee, my forearm on my knee. Top arm reaches up, bend at the elbow, lift through the elbow, and then begin to lean the head back into the hand. Your hand is supporting your head, just cupping the head. So allow you to lean back, to look up, and extend up through the elbow. And then at my most extended, lengthen that arm straight over towards the front of your room or the front of your mat. Feel the breath, your ujjayi breath as you inhale and exhale, moving through the throat here. And then your next inhale, come up, turn your toes to the long side of your mat, and take a moment's pause here. And then let's turn to our first side. So the left toes turn to the top of your mat. Bending into our warrior two position, but we're moving into humble warrior this time. So intertwining the hands or pressing your fists into one another behind your back. Might shorten your stance a little bit. Open the heart, lift the heart, maybe even look up, open the throat. As we exhale, we're folding forward, and as we do, the chin drops towards the chest. Again, we're creating that shape of Jaladhara Bandha in the throat area, and I'm sure you can hear the difference in the sound of my voice here. Let's inhale, open the throat, lead with the heart, come all the way up, turn. Pause here. And then our second side, shift the toes to the other end. Bend into your knee, intertwine fingers or press fists. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, we fold forward, allowing the chin to move towards the chest as we drop the crown of the head towards the earth. That right shoulder might be kind of resting on that front knee, or might come inside of that front knee, or maybe not even close. Take one more breath here. And then we inhale, come all the way up, turn your toes to the long side of your mat once again. Release your hands. Let's take a forward fold here, arms either extended or hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the heart, open the throat, exhale, fold. Release your hands to the floor or to a block. If you have a block and your hands don't easily reach the floor, placing left hand on the floor or your block, or maybe it's fingertips. As we inhale, we twist and open to the right. The right hand might be on your hip. It might be reaching up to the sky. And exhale, bring it down. Place your right hand on the block or the floor, and inhale, reach it up. And again, that left hand might be on your hip, or you might extend it up to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down. Let's press into both feet. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine, straighten the arms if they're not straight. And as you exhale, press stronger into both feet, hands to your hips. Let's come all the way up on an inhale. Turn your toes to the back, to the top of your mat, and simply step to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach to the sky. We're getting near the end of our 30 minutes. Exhale, bow down, let the chin float towards your chest. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat for warrior one this time. So pivoting that heel down, not maybe as big of a stance as you just had for your warrior two. And let's rise up for our warrior one. Intertwine your fingers, press the palms up, and open the throat as you look up. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to release the hands, staying in your warrior one, out to the side with elbows bent. I'm off my mat and my carpet's slippery, so forgive me. Palms up, elbows bent. And we're going to bring that chant into our warrior one here. So we'll take an inhale, and maybe you might pause at the top of your inhale for just a moment, and then we'll do our chant. Om Jyotir Atma. We're going to do it a couple more times, so don't worry if you didn't get it. Inhale, pause at the top of the inhale. Exhale, Om Jyotir Atma. Inhale, pause at the top, feel that vibration resonating. Om Jyotir Atma. And then bring your hands to your heart center and simply step to the top of your mat. Let's go ahead and do the second side. But before we do, just take a pause, and maybe you can feel the resonance, the remnants of that vibration from that chant. I open to the light that is my higher self. So let's do it again and really bring your awareness there. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, bow. Chin drops towards your chest. Inhale, lift the heart, open the throat, and exhale, step left foot back. We rise for our warrior one, intertwining your fingers, pressing the palms up to the sky as we look up. Throat is open. And then on your next exhale, bring your chin level. Arms are bent, elbows are bent, palms facing up. Take an inhale here. Pause at the top of your inhale, and we'll start our chant 3 times. Om Jyotir Atma. Inhale, pause at the top. Om Jyotir Atma. Inhale again, lift the heart, expand the heart. Throat is open. Om Jyotir Atma. Hands to your heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Step it back. Downward facing dog. From your down dog, we're going to drop down to our knees. And we're going to prepare for camel pose, which is really a great opener for both the throat and the heart. And they're very related. So we're going to start with child's pose, and we're going to move in and out of child's pose. I'm going to bring the camera down. So take child's pose. I'm just going to adjust the camera since I'm going to be down on my mat. So in your child's pose, bring the back of your hands to rest on your sacrum, one on top of the other. And as we inhale, we're going to rise up. Circle your arms wide. Reach up to the sky as you rise up on your knees. And look up, open the throat. As we exhale, come back into your child's pose with the hands on the back of the sacrum. 2 more breaths. Inhale, circle wide, reach up, open the throat. Exhale, notice how the chin drops towards the chest as you come into child's pose. Last one. Inhale, rise up, open the throat. This time we're going to stay up on our knees and simply release your hands to your sacrum. So we're upright here. You can have your feet extended straight out behind you, or you might curl your toes under. So you can keep your hands here on the sacrum, supporting you for your camel pose. Some of you might want to reach to your heels for your camel pose. You might have a block between your legs and between your feet to support you in your camel pose. Whichever variation you're taking, we're going to start by lifting the heart. We just did 3 rounds of breath where we were lengthening our spine up, so really lengthen that spine up. Lift the heart, lift the heart, lift the heart. Chin can stay just slightly tucked in so the back of your skull is long. And keep lifting. The shoulders are back, elbows are back. And then the chin is the last thing to go up. Stay with your breath here. One more round. And then let's slowly come back to our center. Pause with your hands at your heart center. Feel that extension and stretch through the front of the body, including the throat and the neck. And then you can either just simply drop your sit bones to your heels and sit here, or come straight into child's pose. And then we're going to do one more pose. We're just a stitch over our 30-minute mark. So we're going to do one last pose and then leave you to your self-led Shavasana. So we're moving into a twist that helps open the throat and the front body. I've got my right leg down, bent, and my left leg, the shin is resting in the arch. So hopefully you can see that or understand that. And then both hands on your front knees. So we are going to be twisting to the right. My right leg is down. We're twisting to the right. You might bring your left hand just to the outside of that left knee and your right hand out behind you. Go forward. And this might be where your twist is. Some of you who have a lot more mobility might take your left hand and tuck your fingers under that front knee. So the eye of the elbow is very open here. But don't force it. This is fine. Right hand behind you, begin to twist to your right. Notice any sensations in your neck. The twist is coming from the belly and from the thoracic spine. And when you find your final destination in your twist, and allow your sit bone, if your left sit bone comes up off the floor, allow that. Don't try to glue it down, but also don't force it to lift. Just let it go where it needs to go. And then keep your body where it is and simply turn your head to look over your front shoulder, your left shoulder. And as you gaze over your left shoulder, you might begin to lean the head back and lift the heart a little bit. So it's a bit of a heart opening twist that we are in here. And bring your awareness to the sensations through that throat and neck area. If you're very tight in your neck, I can really feel this opening all those scalene muscles in my neck, and it actually feels really good. And then bring your head back to being level, your chin level to the floor. Release both hands. Bring both hands to your front knees and pause here. And then we're going to switch to our other side. So now the left knee is down and bent. My right shin is going to rest in the arch of that bottom foot. And pause and center for a moment. My right sit bone lifts up a little bit, and that's okay. Let it lift. We don't want to force it down and shift our sacrum in a weird way. So let that right sit bone come up a little bit. And now bring your right hand across the body to that left knee. Left hand is behind you. So we're beginning our twist. Decide where your hand position is going to be, if it's just resting on your knee or if it tucks underneath that knee, opening the eye of the elbow. And then begin your twist to your left. Letting the exhale draw the belly towards the left as well, as it draws in towards the spine and over to your left. When you find you're most extended without force, simply turn your head to look over the front shoulder. And then begin to tilt as you lift the heart a little bit. Let the head tilt, keeping an arc in the neck, not a kink in the neck. So you're not throwing your head back, you're just lifting and arching. So the throat is open, those scalene muscles are stretching. Taking one more breath here. And then let your chin come back to be parallel to the floor. Release both hands to your front knees. Nice big breath. And then let's extend our legs straight out in front of us. Shake it out a little bit, and we're going to lay down on our backs and prepare for Shavasana. So before you do that, as you lie down, you might want to just have a little windshield washing of your knees from side to side to release any tension in your spine and your side body from that final twist we just did seated. And then get your timer ready, your blankets, your bolsters, as you move into your final Shavasana. And set yourself a timer for Shavasana or a song that's at least 3 minutes long for this half-hour practice. If you have the time for 5 to 7 minutes, even better. And then move into our pranayama and meditation if you have the time, or make sure you make the time later in the day. Thank you so much for joining for this throat chakra. Have a wonderful Shavasana, an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.